Today I'm going to show you how I made my sci-fi landscape picture in Photoshop CS6 out of an original photo. So here's the original photo that I had, and here's the picture that I turned it into. Now, I wanted to learn how to use lighting and blur effects, and also maybe some brush techniques that I can put in there as well. So for example, the lighting in the bush, this one right here, what is edited in through brushes, and I'll show you how I did that now. So this is how it started as, and by adding a new layer, I can then, I already have my brush customized with some spread, and I can put in some, this is going to be a lot less precise than what I did, but you'll get the idea. And then once I have that, I can blur it. And then lower the opacity. And there you go. I got a little more lighting. Now for the shadows, what I did... Now for the shadows you see here, what I did was... let's just say, I'm just going to do this fast. Just, I can select an area, copy it, make a new layer, paste it, then go to Gaussian blur again and blur that, and then I can lower the opacity, and then I can transform it to whatever I need it to be, and there you have shadow. Now for the big obvious thing in the background that I'm sure a lot of you are wondering about, I got a picture of the moon, I added hue effects and I added glow effects to it, and then I separated the ground and sky and made them their own layers, which I can show, ignore that I can show here, and that way I can layer them so the moon is in between them, and I get that nice three-dimensional effect. Now with this project I really learned what it was like, how to plan out a big scale project and how the time it takes to just do that, and if there's anyone else involved with it, you really have to plan around both of your schedules to avoid time issues. Like, I was originally going to do a music video, but I had a lot of schedule conflicts with my actor that I didn't know about until about 4 weeks in. So I was able to switch to this and put out a finished product. Now, the biggest thing that I learned from this was that lighting is very important in photography. Like, let me take out, like, even taking out that, you'll already notice a difference. Take out the shadows, more differences, and then that's the biggest thing. I added a glow on the horizon, but taking that out, and it just, the lighting is different between these two sections, and it doesn't look natural. I mean, the moon doesn't look natural as it is, but you get my point. If I could redo my project, I would have probably changed the moon and found a better image and made it a little more refined than what it is, and maybe looked like it was more behind the clouds and the sky than in our atmosphere, which would be very impossible. The most successful moment in my project was being able to see the finished thing, and knowing that all the time I spent into it wasn't to waste, it still came out like a good sci-fi landscape. And I can see a clear difference in my photoshopping skills from a few months ago and now because of this project.